Welcome to the Big Brother Mzansi evictee. Today with our Hangout, I have Lola here. Thank you everyone for joining us, and I'd just like to introduce you to the lovely Lola.
Hi.
Thank you very much for joining us on the outside. And then today we have,
I'm kidding.
Joining the Hangout today we have Jason, who's based in Lagos, so he's just saying hello from there. And then we have Jocelyn and Sipalile.
Hello.
From our Rainbow.
Hi.
So Lola, you were evicted last night. How did it feel to hear your name being read out?
These people. Honestly, the fact that I wanted to leave 2 weeks ago, I prepared myself, and I had 2 weeks extra. Let's put it like that.
Yes.
And I would rather have left knowing that I was like, oh, I was having a good time. I got kicked out and stuff. Then left in that moment, and I was just glad that my twin is still inside it. So I'm like, twinville.
So you're referring to your twin Thando?
Yes, definitely.
So we'll start with Jocelyn. Jocelyn, any questions that you'd like to have?
Lola, during Thursday's task presentation, you seem to be having a lot of fun on stage dancing. Can you tell us what are some of your highlights from the show?
Wow, I know. Thursday I was like, it's hip-hop. I got a bit of hip-hop inside me. It's going to be fun, and I enjoyed it. Highlights. I know it's a bad thing, and everyone's commenting on the fact that I'm such a gossip girl. But my gossip sessions in the shower hour time were epic, guys. I know that people are going to crucify me, but it was so nice. It was so nice.
Well, at least you had fun in the house.
Yes, I did have fun. Best believe I did have fun. I had my moments, and I cried, and I was like, ooh, and boo, but I'm over it now. I'm fine.
Sipalile, do you have a question for Lola?
Yes. Did you have a strategy when you came into the house, and did that work out for you?
I thought I had a strategy. I went in there, I said, I'm going to bond with the guys, and I'm going to be a guy's girl, and it's going to be me with the guys, and we're going to bond, and then, no, it didn't work out. I got close with Thando, and I bonded with MK and Jason and Puli, but you can't prepare for this game. You're like, bam, everything's happening, people are out of control, and I'm out of control, and it takes a long time to actually climatize and get used to it and actually see how people's different games are and what's real and what's fake, and I guess it just wasn't up to speed at all times.
Well, I guess it is a game, so you do know, you go in with this plan, or you think you have a plan, but then, although it is a show, you're still living out reality. You're meeting different people, you're forming friendships, you're having parties, you have tasks, so you get to know them. I guess, it happens. We become emotional, and friendships are made, and sometimes we do annoy each other. So I suppose it does happen. Life happens in the Big Brother house.
Life happens. That is not, it's not fake. It's reality TV all the time. All the time. That's how it feels.
Jason, do you have a question for our reality star?
I do indeed. So when you went into the house, or just before, we did an interview, and you basically said to me you were going to try and avoid loud people in the Big Brother Mzansi house. How did you cope with such loud personalities in the Big Brother house? Because there were lots of them, let's be honest.
Oh, yes. I consider myself very loud and out there, and then I get into this house, and it's like everywhere. People are out there and loud, and I was like, oh my word, I'm gonna die in this house. But for me, I had to find a different way of communicating with everyone. I had to find a different way of connecting with people. And the one person in particular that was extremely loud and got on my nerves, but I love him, but I hate him, is Saul. I was like, Saul, you give me a headache. In the morning when you get up, you give me a headache. Even last night when I left, I was like, Saul, can I just punch you before I leave? Type of thing. He was like, no, you can't do that, because then you get charged. So I was like, okay.
And Biggie's always watching.
Biggie's always watching. Best believe, Biggie is always watching.
Jocelyn, over to you.
Lola, you faced some tough times in the house, especially when they did play that prank. What did you learn about yourself? in the past few weeks?
Guys, I can take a joke. Best believe I can take a joke. Okay, let's get that out of the way. I can take a joke. But for me, I was just having a bad week, and I was like, why? Because if that was going down, I was gonna be involved. Yes. I feel, but I was like, why are you doing this to me right now? I don't want to be in this situation. I don't want to feel this on top of being having a panic attack, and I feel like I was just like exposed on TV, and you know, I felt so naked.
Yes.
You know, and then it was like this happened. I was like, why are you trying to make me a fool? And then I just exploded, and then I couldn't deal because I was so angry. But the best thing about the house is it also has that waiting time. If you want to have a voluntary exit, there is that waiting period, and I feel like that's what's necessary, because that in the time it can either you can be boiled up even more to be like, okay, I'm going. I had enough completely. But for me, I had time to reflect, and I was like, okay, stop being a drama queen. Just calm down, relax. They weren't being malicious. They would never really want to hurt you because even though I felt that way.
Or suppose if that happened at home as well, you would freak out, or
yes.
you would blow your top. And the thing is, at home it's private; nobody else knows about it. But with Big Brother there, we all see it.
Definitely.
Super Lile.
Okay, everyone knows that you are close with Thando, but do you have any of the other housemates that you'll be keeping in contact with?
Ooh, sly questions. For me, I feel like I will be definitely close with MK. I know there's a lot of conspiracies going around about that, like what's going on with you and MK. MK is an amazing person, and he has his irritating qualities, but you have to adore him. And I respect him a lot, and I admire him, and he's been there for me. So we will be close after the show, definitely.
So even like when the game is actually over, so you think you'll still keep in contact with the housemates, a lot of the housemates, or rather just a few close relationships you formed, like you say, MK or Thando, so BFFs.
Yes, BFFs, twins forever. I will definitely be close with Thando. With MK as well, be from the same province. Puli, I said he must come to Maritzburg, he must come see how we speak there. And Jason, we live close to each other, Dab and Peter Maritzburg, so we will remain close. Hopefully I will remain close and actually connect with some of the people outside of the house. I'm not saying it won't happen, so we'll see what happens with that.
I suppose that will also make a difference to see people maybe outside of their environment, yes. And then just to get to know them more, just a more personal stage.
Yes, where there's no cameras watching.
And not R1 million.
And not R1 million. The things people do for R1 million.
Exactly. Jason?
I have a question for you. Now that you're outside at the Big Brother house, you didn't walk away with $1 million, but your birthday is coming up soon. So what do you got planned? Have you got anything special lined up for maybe your fans out there? Throw a party?
Ooh,
have I given you an idea there?
I think you've given me an idea. I didn't even have time. Jason, my heart is very sore. I wanted to have, even if I was just there for my birthday, that's all I've been preaching about my birthday, and I wanted to be in there for my birthday, but I haven't been home yet. I haven't seen my family, so I think it'll be like family time, spend some time with my family, but I'm still going to have fun. Definitely going to go out and have fun.
So being out of the house and being there, being captive, I say captive, but captive. How do you feel now coming outside, and what did you feel just being back outside and away from all those cameras? How did it feel to actually be free?
Yes, being free, it's actually very nice to be able to walk around naked. It's like the best feeling. You don't even understand what freedom is until it's taken away from you. So it's like, even being able to smoke whenever I wanted to, or do this or do that. I'm like, I can do it now. There's no biggie telling me what to do. As much as I enjoyed it, and sometimes I was like, oh, why is he doing this to me? I feel like I appreciate stuff more now. So I appreciate the freedoms that I have, because it really makes you appreciate being able to pick up the phone and call your friend for advice, and having your parents there, and having your siblings. So all those freedoms were taken away from me, and now I appreciate it.
So did you miss like social networks? Did you miss TV? Any of your favorite programs?
TV, guys, y'all don't even understand. Sometimes you just need a chick flick and a glass of wine, and then life's good. And I didn't have that, and that's why I blame B for that. I feel like he did this.
So perhaps when if there ever is a chance to reunite and then speak to the other housemates, and then perhaps Biggie could come into the room, I'm sure everybody would have a few questions or issues to pick with him.
Biggie won't even dare try and come into the room. He doesn't deal with our trauma. Biggie's above that. But yes, hopefully we will all get back together and sit and chat and say what we need to say, get everything off our chest. But it was hectic, guys.
No, from what we saw, watching in the office, and sometimes what we'll do in the DSTV office, we're doing our work, and then we've got TV screens around, and we're looking, and we're like, oh my word, what happened? And we pause, and we actually stop in our tracks, and we're like, did they just do that? Did we hear right? So we know what's going on, and we are so absorbed with it that we think, oh my word, I can't believe he said that. I can't believe she did that, and we get so a part of your lives. So once you come out, we're like, you know what? We're your BFFs too.
But the strangest thing about being in the house is you can't fight for that long because you're with your enemies every single day, and your enemies will eventually rub off on you and become friends with you.
I suppose that's a good point, isn't it?
It's scary.
Justin, do you have any other questions here just to end off?
Sure. Just one more question, Lola. Who do you think is going to win Big Brother Mzansi?
I don't know who's going to win, but who I want to win. Team 20. If it's not me, it's Thando. If it's not Thando, it's MK, because I'm his wife, so I'm guilty for association. Those are my two, and the two I'll be rooting for.
Okay, just before we end off there, and we're going back to this wife thing with MK, we did see with this whole situation that once you left the house, many, many tears were shed. Were you shocked at the emotions running that night when you walked out the house?
For me, it was a shocker. MK and I are really close. And I didn't want to show him that I was sad because I didn't want him to be sad for me. But then I was only told today what had happened with him crying. So I was like,
Yes.
I wanted him to be strong because I felt like we bonded, and I was his shoulder. As much as he was insensitive and sad, sometimes he needed to just chill out and just relax and enjoy himself. So we bonded and we were close, and my heart breaks that he was sad. And you must know I'm coming to his house for some supper. You must relax. It's fine. If he wins $1 million, you can take him on the shopping spree. Everything will be fine.
Well, at least the request is there. Well, it's now out there. And now we know shopping spree and dinner at your house. So we'll just he's asked. Okay, he's asked. But at least we know what will happen when the game ends. Were you shocked to hear that the number of days in the house were reduced?
Yes, definitely. I was like, oh, okay, guys, y'all chicks. It's funny. It's not funny.
That's the thing with Big Brother. You never know what's happening until you're on the outside. Okay, so thank you everybody for joining our Big Brother Mzansi Hangout with Lola today. I just want to thank Jason, Tipilile, and Justin for joining us today.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Lola. Take care.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, so thank you everybody for joining us, and stay tuned to dstv.com for more entertainment news and more Big Brother Mzansi news. Thank you. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.